I'm glad that we don't look like what we've been through. And that's just some real shit. Cause I don't look like shit I've been through.
Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do a story time. Hope I don't cry. Basically, my labor and my delivery story, my experience with that. But before I get into this video, go ahead and hit the like button and please subscribe, please. Where should I start? My son, he is 1 now. Thank God I'm past the newborn stage, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss that better because they sleep all day. As they get older, they just be into everything. But I was going to this doctor's office, and the only reason why I started going there was because my sister went there with all her babies. So I was like, if my sister went there, you know, I'm gonna go there too. And I will schedule my appointments in the morning, and I only probably got like 1 ultrasound and another one, and what topped the cake was when I got the ultrasound, it just looked that fake. And then on top of that, it's like me hearing the heartbeat all the time. If I'm a first time mother, this is my first time being pregnant, like I just felt like more should have been done as far as like, you know, explaining stuff more to me. And I really wasn't getting that, and I really did not know what was going on with my baby, because I ended up switching doctors, and I was just letting them know what was going on because they asked me why I wanted to switch, and they were so much better. I started to notice like my son wasn't moving the way he should. I had to start going to the doctor like 2 times out the week. Like just say Monday, you know, they'll have me on a monitor. Thursday I got ultrasounds, and you know, I'll get, you know, my cervix checked and stuff like that. Once I let them know what was going on at the other doctor's office, they like really like gave me so many ultrasounds. They, you know, I wasn't afraid to ask questions. Like they was just so good to me. Like they were amazing. It'll be times where, you know, it had got closer to me giving birth. I'll be done 8 before I got there, and they'll have me on a monitor, and it was like, did you eat, you know, or before you come, you know, make sure you drink a soda to get the baby moving. And he wasn't moving as he should have been moving. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I should have been coming here when I found out I was pregnant. So I, you know, maybe if I could have did something differently, you know, I would have done it. And it scared the fuck up out of me, but they kept the eye on me, and that's why I was going twice a week. Okay, so I supposed to have delivered my baby on the 3rd of October. The 3rd went by. And I remember I had an appointment for the 4th. Y'all, tell me why I go in, I'm nervous as hell. My baby daddy, his people, you know, checking up on me to see if I had the baby yet. I'm nervous as fuck, and they put me on the monitor, and the lady had came and looked, then she walked back out, and then she came in and brought me a you know, like a juice to get him moving. He still wasn't doing what he's supposed to have been doing. So came back in, like took the sheet of paper off the monitor, and she was like, I'll come right back. She called me with a lady from the hospital, basically saying I need to go ahead and go to the hospital because he's not doing what he should be doing, which is moving and all this and that. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, y'all. By me knowing, because I just had moved in my apartment, by me knowing nobody really knew how to use my key, and I didn't want nobody in my house, you know, to go get my shit, you know, my baby bag, because I didn't have it in the car, so I had to go get that. I was like, oh, let me try to straighten up a little bit, because I had been, you know, cleaned up, which they call nesting. But I had messed up my room a little bit, so I was like, cussing at, being hard-headed. Thank God I did make it to the hospital in time. Get to the hospital, the second floor. Let them know I was there. They called the people to come and get me, basically. They came and got me, wheeled me, you know, in the elevator, in a wheelchair, up to where I needed to be at. They weighed me, asked me, was it me? And my social and stuff like that. The lady basically took me in the room and she was just like, go ahead and basically change your clothes. And I'm like, this shit is getting real, but I'm ready to see how my baby looks. So, okay, y'all, after that, I get in the bed. They basically kept poking the fuck up out of me, you know, trying to find, you know, the right place, you know, to stick me or whatever. And I was like, fuck this shit. I wanted to cuss their ass out. Like, I'm for real, because I hate needles. So they ended up getting the IV hooked up to my arm, and then that just had me pinged. It was a lady that came in, basically, you know, asking me all types of questions, like, about a wheel and shit. I went to just crying and stuff like that. My mama cousin ended up coming, and I had told one of my mama other cousins that, you know, I might have the baby today. And my mama other cousin that was there, she was like, why you didn't tell me? I just didn't want her to come, and, you know, it wouldn't have been nothing, but it was something. I was like, have this baby. But yeah, like, my mama cousin had to calm me down, because I started fucking crying, because I'm like, this shit is real. Like, anything could happen. Like, this is the next thing close to death. Like, seriously. Okay, y'all. So, I answered all the questions. And then a man, he came in to check my cervix. And he had to get his big ass hand out of me, because that shit was fucking painful as hell. And then he did me like a little ultrasound and stuff like that. And they still did not know why he was moving the way he needed to move and stuff like that. So basically I had to get an emergency C-section. So after that, y'all, they shaved me first? Yeah, they shaved me. Because it had got to a point where I'm short. I'm nothing but 5'2". My arms are short as hell. I couldn't get to the man shave. And that was like one thing that I was worried about. I was like, I don't want these people to see my vagina. But when it's time to have that baby, you do not care. You do not care, I'm telling you. You just want to push the baby out and just ready to get it over with. Because I'm telling you, when you a first time mom, the appointments start to wear you out. Everything, you just be over it. You know, after they shaved me, stuck the catheter up me, basically, it was time for me to go have him. They rolled me out in a wheelchair, took me in his room. They prayed with me because they knew my situation. And the man put the epidural in my back. Like, it wasn't that bad. Like, if you're pregnant or getting any type of surgery, don't ask nobody, well, how was that? Because everybody's body is different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's body is different. Your body might, you know, you might heal faster than somebody. You might could take more pain than somebody, you know, else. So after that, they laid me down. Everything started feeling numb. Like, I almost started hallucinating. They went to cutting. The man asked me, did I feel it? I was like, no. So he just kept cutting. That epidural was strong as fuck. And blood shot up on the blue thing that they have up, you know. I didn't hear my baby, so I'm like, Jesus, 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 Jesus. I see blood. Where's my baby? He started crying. He finally had started crying. And that was I said I wasn't gonna cry. That was the best moment of my life. Just hearing his voice. Because I'm like, wow, I made a baby. Like, I have a whole baby. I have a little boy. And once they cleaned him up, they laid him on me. Oh, Lord Jesus. Once they cleaned him up, they laid him on me. And just the best moment of my life. Because my baby went through a lot with me. And he was crying. Then once they laid him on me, he stopped crying. And I looked at him, I was like, I really made this baby. You know, it was just a happy moment for me. once they sold me back up, I didn't get to hold him like right away. Ooh, Lord, I'm messing up my makeup. I didn't get to hold my son right away because, you know, they ended up taking me in postpartum. Y'all, when I said I was trying to get some rest before I got to my baby, that epidural was trying to wear off and I was just shaking. Like, it was so fucking cold. And I know a lot of people probably have had the shakes. My mama cousin made me feel so comfortable and stuff like that, and it's crazy because I felt my mom's spirit all around the room. You know, she couldn't be there with me physically, but spiritually, she was with me. And yeah, my mama cousin made me feel real comfortable. I appreciate her, you know, being there, you know, for me, because I didn't have nobody to, you know what I'm saying, like, be there with me and stuff. So once the epidural wore off and stuff like that, oh, let me go back, y'all. The bed that I was in postpartum, basically that bed wouldn't sit up, so they had to literally pick me up with sheets. My mama cousin, the doctor, and somebody else, and they had to put me in another bed. I didn't feel it, but I was just like, fuck. But after that, they ended up putting me back in my room. I was able to see my little buddy. And it just still didn't click in my head that it was like I had a baby. And it's like it hurt me because I had got cut open. So it's like I really couldn't do what I wanted to, like change him. And it was just hard being up in there after my mom and cousin left and being by myself, and mentally, like, I don't think I was ready to come home to a baby by myself and stuff like that. But once that epidural wore off, like, that's why I say, y'all, don't be listening to what certain people say. Because even if after they pushed out the afterbirth and stuff, right after the fact, after the epidural wore off, it wasn't that bad, I'm telling you. And they say that be the words, but it wasn't bad for me. I had checked my incision, and they was like, oh, look good. And it do look good, because it looked like I didn't even have no baby. No marks, no nothing. Yeah, that's my labor and delivery story. I had to get shots, like, all around my belly button, so I wouldn't get blood clots and stuff like that. Which I'm happy that they did give them to me, but they had to do them on me and show me how to do them. And I was so afraid to, like, give myself shots. I hate needles. And when I came home, y'all, oh, and they gave me, it's like a waist trainer, but they call it a binder. And it's really helpful for, like, if you have a stomach, and so it won't sit over your incision and stuff like that. But when I came home, I started moving like I ain't had no baby. The only thing that was really painful for me, good, because I took a shower in the hospital by myself. The lady asked me if I needed help to, after the fact they took the catheter out of me. I didn't need help doing shit. It was painful. Even when I came home, that's when it was the most painful. Because I had to take a shower, plus try to deal with him. It's like every time I have me his bassinet in the shower, he'll just cry and then I have to jump out. But I had to be careful and wash my body because of the incision. I didn't want it to get infected. So, yeah, it was a lot. But I'm thankful that my baby is here. He's about to be 2, October the 4th, and I'm just grateful. It was a learning experience, and y'all, I wanted a little girl so bad, but I'm happy that I got this little boy. And now I understand why God blessed me with a boy instead of a girl. And y'all, if y'all are going through anything and y'all end up getting pregnant, that baby is going to be with you through thick and thin, I'm telling you. Because if it wasn't for my baby, I wouldn't see the things that I see. I want to see things differently. And I have grown. And I love being a mommy. It gets hard and it gets overwhelming. But God don't make no mistakes. And I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. If there's anybody out there that's having a C-section, do not be afraid. Just pray before you go in. And know that God has you. Don't overthink it. Because to me, it really wasn't that bad. Would I do it again? Hell no, until God want me to have another child. But other than that, y'all, it wasn't that bad. But y'all, hope y'all like this video, and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Just telling this story. I'm about to go up in there and cuddle with my son. Cause it's like having a child and being a, for the first time and this and that, it's just something that, I can't explain. It's a different type of love. My son kissed me daily, and he done started talking, saying, come on, come on, come on. It's just like really amazing to watch them grow. Like, no, seriously. But yes, you all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and join me on this journey